Now tomorrow, that is whenever we actually start to see that severe risk return to the forecast. That, for a good portion of Tennessee, including Nashville, southern side of Illinois, Missouri, western side of Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama. This is an area that we saw get hit over and over last week. This is an area that had multiple days of storms last week. Once again, the next target for storms this week. So what we're expecting here is we are watching for severe weather with that hail and that tornado risk anywhere from Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Missouri all included in that risk. So enough talking about it. Let's show you the graphics here. We are expecting one initial line of storms. Not terribly concerned about this in the morning hours. This is what's left over from what we're seeing right now up in Chicago. What we're really watching for, I don't even have to tell you. You can see it. These storms will explode in the afternoon hours, tracking to the east with a strong southerly wind. Think about that motion, one going this way, the other going this way. You've got that turn going. These storms could organize and produce that large hail, anywhere from the size of a golf ball to the size of a lime, as we head into the evening hours. Now let's break down that risk for tomorrow. Again, I told you that we're going to see some of those larger hailstones with this. I have up to hen egg, 2-inch size hail here. This, about the size of a lime, larger than a golf ball. Your significant hail model here it looks pretty impressive, from Tennessee all the way to Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, all included with this significant hail model. We're kind of getting into those oranges there, which is what we want to see for some of those larger hailstones. Now taking a look at the wind risk here, from Memphis to Nashville is the best chance to get some of those stronger wind gusts. However, I would even extend to that. If I were to add more cities on here, I would extend that out to the east as well. You're probably going to get a pretty decent wind event anywhere from the eastern side of Tennessee all the way out to some of our East Coast states here, including places like Georgia and the Carolinas on the western side of the state. Now that tornado risk, we'll go hail risk first, then we'll go tornado risk. So where do we expect to see the largest hailstones? That's anywhere from Memphis to Nashville, Little Rock included in this as well. I even included like Birmingham, Alabama in this risk as well. So again, these storms are moving like this to the east. So that's why this shape is a little funky here, but we're expecting to see anywhere from that golf ball size hail. We've got that at a level 2 risk from Memphis to Nashville. I could see, as we look at models tomorrow, I could see that risk going up because it's a pretty good risk for hail tomorrow. We're just going to wait until we see models over the next 12 to 24 hours because that'll give us a lot more information about this system. Achoo! Excuse me. I could feel that one coming. I was like, am I going to sneeze? Am I not going to sneeze? Alrighty, let's take a look at your risk for tornadoes. On a serious note here, the tornado risk for tomorrow is on the board. It's a level 1 risk, highlighted there in green for Memphis, Nashville, and Birmingham. A lot of those storms are a lot more clustered in here. So let's talk timing. There's your first round of storms right here. Anywhere from Nashville all the way down to Huntsville in the morning hours. Could we see something severe from this? It's possible. However, I think that main severe risk is going to be more widespread, starting back into the southern side of Missouri, southern side of Illinois, northern side of Arkansas. You're going to start to see these storms fire up in the afternoon and then intensify as they travel to the east. It is quite clustered here, okay? So it's seemingly random. You see a few storms out in front of this initial line, if you can even call it a line of storms. I want you to watch those for your tornado producers. And then we've got a line of storms, kind of, anywhere from Memphis all the way back up to the central side of Kentucky. Now, I told you earlier that Little Rock has a lower risk for that large hail than Tennessee does. And the reason for that is because storms are going to be a lot more isolated out here, and it's going to be harder for those storms to hit Little Rock, whereas Memphis, Nashville, storms are a lot more widespread. You're going to have more storms covering the state, most likely hitting at least one of those cities there. As we head into the evening hours, storms will slowly start to track to the east, being severe clear for places like Memphis and Nashville after 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, and slowly losing a lot of their power, a lot of their severity as we head into the late night hours. After sundown, I do think that severe risk will start to go down. So it may still be raining in places like central Georgia after sundown, but that severe risk is going to be lower.